Okay, the colors. Yeah, I like it, but the lighting here is good too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little ace. It's really good, right? I love these colors, like purple.
Those are cool.
Biggest thing for me, obviously, the first word in there was insecurity. So obviously, we were kind of talking in there, people can have multiple insecurities, so I feel like I'm going with the first one that came to mind when the word insecurity was stated. So for me, it's more of a past insecurity, but my height,
Okay.
I embrace it now, so that's why I say it's more of a past insecurity.
Do you feel like that is your biggest insecurity forms around?
To overcome, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I've had, other little insecurities in life here and there, but as far as one that stuck with me long term and has really been a part of who I am and what sets me apart from people is height.
I think that's perfect, because I feel that personally from the other side of it, so
Yeah.
the other aspect of that. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I feel that wholeheartedly. But yeah, I think those are two. I think whatever feels most natural to you, like
Yes.
whatever feels most natural to you is like. I love that you say the first word that comes to mind, because if that means that's what's on the forefront, and that's what means most to you. So
Exactly.
I think those work perfectly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
height and then brave.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
of course.
Appreciate it. Being brave enough to step in the room as the tallest female. I used to shy away from ever wearing heels specifically because of that. That would make or break how I felt about myself when I would go out. Everybody else is dressed cute in heels. I never wore them. So being able to get past that, break out of my shell, throw some heels on, it might seem like a small message, but to me that's big. That's me embracing me as a tall female and being brave for it. So that's what I hope to accomplish. Shaky start, but we got it. And I spelled it right.
Now we should lean more towards the mirror. Love to see more of your eyes. These are looking good. Yeah, hold that. Like close to go.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
A little nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the words that are popping out for you right now? Mine obviously was valid. So when I did mine, I think throughout my transition, the most common thing that happens within our community with trans people and LGBTQ people in general is just feeling invalid for not being like the rest of society, for not being like everybody else. So I struggled my whole life with really not feeling that validation that I needed to feel within myself. So that was the word that I kind of used to put out there. So when you think about the legacy that you want to leave on the world and on yourself, what's that one thing about yourself that you know, like, this is me, this is what I have to offer, this is my strong suit?
Potential.
Okay.
I think you mean potential. You could change anything. Like anyone has the potential to change itself if they want to,
Okay.
physically or mentally.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the word that versatile. I think versatile. I think by the definition that you gave me, I think versatile would fit that better in the sense of if you're like trying to put out there that you can kind of do a little bit of everything, that you can change and go with the flow when you need to.
Adaptive.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. This is what you want people to know about you, but this is the insecurity that you used to have about yourself. So It's like you've made it from point A to point B. So trying to find a better way to connect the words for versatile and some other insecurity that you had in the beginning that would maybe stop you from being so versatile. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you think you were struggling with that was stopping you from being so, in your words, versatile now?
Timid would be good.
Yeah, I think that's good because that gives you a spectrum of where you came from and where you're going now. So I think that's good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Great. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. I can't wait to see your picture.
And I chose versatile because I feel like it's a word that shows I can do multiple things. I can do it all. Yeah.
to see your jawline and that word nice and perfectly. Yep. Looking in the mirror, strength, chest out. You know what, I think we got it.
The two words, just to preface, I wish I could think of better words for them, but it's wandering and discovered. And so I think for me in this life, and I'm just going to talk what you think, I went through obviously this phase in the last couple of years of being a stripper and just being in this environment where people are escorting, there's just a ton of alcohol, drugs, and I never really felt that that was me, but I was wanting to do it because I think there's like insecurity inside that like I wanted to prove it to myself and be that party boy, be that person. But being in that environment, I realized like that's not me. Like I always felt like I'd always tell people like I'm the last person that like should be in this, like be a stripper. But I did it. And over time, I started to see all the like toxic negativity and realize like it's not right. Like you're playing people, you're using people, you're asked to do things that just didn't feel right inside. So that's why I leaned in hardcore into like religion and went to literally like the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, like one of the most extreme, craving that purity and knowing that I wanted more balance.
So you said you want your insecurity word to be wandering?
Something like that, unless there's something better, like lost.
I would say
searching.
If lost was the first thing that I had thought about. Especially if you, I'm not a religious person at all, but if you're wanting to bring religion into it, I feel like that's something I hear a lot for people who are trying to get into religion, that like they've lost their way or you know, they feel lost in their life and they're trying to find what you just explained that you're trying to find.
Lost and found, or does that seem too basic?
I think lost and found is a easier way to give you point A and point B.
Okay.
In my mind.
I kind of agree.
Lost is something that I've felt throughout life, and I think that you're consistently finding yourself. There's extreme shifts, and I think I leaned into faith very, very hard and trying to find a place and trying to find that purity that I have inside. So with that, I have, you know, a rosary because I was raised Catholic. I have the Book of Mormon, which obviously completely two different things, but trying to find that balance that's inside Danny that is loud, performing, like strong, fun, and also that tenderheartedness, that innocence, and that purity that I also have inside and value, and trying to find that balance and where they meet.
Yes, that's more powerful.
The biggest thing that's really on the forefront of my mind is the stigma of be a lady, be a lady, be a lady, be a lady, be more womanly, like what, just feeling like kind of equating to never, because I don't really fit in one specific category, I just kind of am who I am, which I've slowly started to make peace with and I'm getting really comfortable in, but that's something that has like always eaten me up. It's like, especially putting myself on stage, especially like you have so many opinions that may not matter necessarily, but to you it alters how you perceive, your moves. So I know it needs to be one word. I don't know how to kind of like put that down into one word.
As far as like your insecurities and the things that you can look back on that you've overcome, what is one word or like a group of words that just, what's that point A for you? What this is where I came from. This is who I was before. This is what I just, this is what I was really struggling with. Mm-hmm. But now this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
And this is what I want the world to know. This is what I want the world to see.
I push hard. Sorry. No.
I would see it.
Why is that?
I would say if you have to like open a little bit, okay, do this. When you're gonna kiss, do this. Like push your lips all the way out. Yeah. So you're extra big to this. Yeah, just like that. That's juicy, baby. Right here. Okay.
Yep, this works.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
The storyline behind my words, first word, the insecurity that I've struggled with throughout my life is be more ladylike, you know. Being somebody who's a masculine woman who, you know, loves women, always a common theme has been cross your legs, wear a dress, do this, and it's gotten to a point in my life where I finally began to really step into myself, be comfortable with that. So yeah, my word is going to be authentic because that's what I am, and I'm not really going to change that for anybody. But my purpose behind the outfit is I want to show what they want. You want me to be more ladylike? I've got these out, pink fit. I'm gonna really lean into the seductive side, but I still have a female kiss on my neck with matching lipstick to kind of embody like, just because this is what you want doesn't change what's going on with me. So it's kind of an emotional thing, but it's also like I'm standing my ground. You can dress me whatever you want, but I'm not changing for you.
Yes.
So I think the word I want to have on me is visibility.
Okay, I like it.
In a sense, it's something that, not necessarily that I've struggled with being visible, but more or less how to express it to let other people know,
Yeah.
you know, that I am non-binary, because I always get misgendered. So I think that's something I really want people to know about being visible. And then the other word, I'm, again, struggling with that one. I have a couple things that I wrote down, like one thing is like meeting other people's expectations.
Okay.
And that kind of puts me in a point where I'm not myself.
Okay.
And it takes me away from who I want to be because I'm so worried about other people.
What's the biggest message that you want to stare at and know that when you see that word on your chest that you've made it from here to here?
I always worry about what other people think before I put myself first.
Yeah.
And I've been learning to put myself first regardless of what the outcome is.
Okay.
Like when I came out to my parents, my dad didn't talk to me for 8 years. And that was a lot because I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and I still had to do it for myself.
Right. And it's something that you can look back on. And,
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's being able to look your insecurities in the face, literally, and and see what you're worth and what you've overcome, and people getting the chance to learn more about you. So I think those are perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah, me too. For me, it is something that I've always struggled with, being accepted, and you know, everyone's always staring, trying to figure me out. You know, getting those looks, and I know what they're thinking, and no one's saying anything, and you know, at the end of the day, people assume the assumptions instead of having that conversation. Being like, you know, what are your pronouns? And that's something that I also need to, you know, when I introduce myself, mention my pronouns, so it's out there and no one's uncomfortable. So being visible is something that I want to also, you know, bring out in my life. A lot of this is vulnerability and showing things that we don't typically share. We always share like what we're proud of, and it's hard to talk about the things that really get to us and that keep us up in the middle of the night. So I'm hoping that this challenge for me helps me overcome, you know, the word that I chose. At the end of the day, we're all just human. And where am I looking at myself?
You
Or
can
at-
both. I would mix it up. It's actually looking really good.
I know for the second word, I definitely want maybe warrior or something. I don't know wherever it goes, but warrior
I like that.
really, it sticks out to me.
Why do you think warrior sticks out to you?
One time I was going through like a healing experience, and that was like the key word, like warrior. And after that moment, and I went through like crying and everything, I was like, I am a warrior. Like I just sat there feeling like a boss, like strong.
Good.
So if anything would make me feel like a champion, that word would.
Okay. Then I think that's perfect. Lola said that we should use that as a starting point. And then what I've been kind of telling everybody else as like just a little helpful tool, if you're struggling for that other word, is if you want to use warrior for your champion, try to think of something from your past that would almost describe the opposite of that. Like, what is something that you feel like you were struggling with back then that when you didn't feel so much like a warrior? Like,
sometimes I kind of felt like a pushover. Like I would just let people suggest things for me and I just go along with it.
Okay.
But I don't know how to describe that.
Okay. I like that. We can definitely do some.
Like something like speak up, but that's a phrase, not a word.
You're a freaking warrior now, but before
I was like afraid.
Okay. I think afraid is very simple, but I think it's a very powerful word, especially being paired with warrior. So, because in a lot of ways it's not that warriors can't be afraid, because I'm sure that they are, but it's about overcoming that fear and doing something with it. So
the warriors are always going to attack their problems.
Absolutely. So I think that could be a possibility too.
I'm not sure. Look at that cardinal. It's a red cardinal.
That's a woman. This one.
I wrote down defenseless and afraid.
Okay.
Those are the only two words. And then I seen the cardinal, so I just wrote down cardinal. And then I wrote down direction next to it.
Okay. What feels the best for you? Like when you look in that mirror, what's that word that you see that you know for sure that you're like, that is not me anymore? That person.
Powerless. Maybe.
I like that.
Maybe just fear. Well, that's kind of basic. Fear and afraid goes the same.
Yes, they're definitely the same word, but don't worry about it being basic, because there's nothing about that word that is basic. So
I know
there's nothing about you that's basic
at all. Oh man.
So I think you're in a good place with any of those that you choose.
Yeah, I do know. My grandma, my favorite thing she told me is you can do anything you put your mind to. Mm-hmm. So when I seen that cardinal, it's like, oh my gosh.
She's talking to you. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we got some ideas.
Yeah.
I wish I could Google.
I think you got some good ones. For sure.
Inside. I made a little, what are these called?
I like that. Yeah.
Spider web.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I think you're gonna kill it.
So I think I'm gonna put sheep, because sheep are always guided around. They always have something telling them what to do, really. Like they'll have a dog, guiding them through the farm or whatever. Yeah, I just want to show the warrior in me, showing that I'm overcoming stuff. I'm not a pushover. I'm not scary. Not afraid to speak up. I'm strong. I'm a fighter, just like a warrior, attacking problems.
Love the power, love the strength in the eyes. Hold that. These are beautiful, shall I say.
So my initial thoughts were, because I was hoping that we'd have this challenge of painting a word on our body. And so my champion word is going to be, or my thought is it's going to be enough. Because something I've struggled with my whole life is the haunting feeling of just not being good enough. My insecurity, or something that I'm always constantly, I think, trying to overcome, stems from being adopted. And it's something I've always struggled with, and I don't know why, but just that initial being brought into the world and then not being wanted and handed off, given away, however you want to look at it, is something that has always been really hard for me. And so I've been doing a lot of work on thinking of that differently, but it's taken 30 some years to think of it differently, because I have an amazing mother and dad, and I was wanted by someone else, but that initial into the world and the idea I've told myself is that I wasn't wanted. And so my first word of an insecurity or something I'm overcoming, I think, is going to be unwanted. And then my champion word is going to be enough, because I am good enough for whatever comes my way, whether it's a relationship. I'm good enough for my clients. I'm good enough as a brother. I'm good enough as a dog dad. Like, I am good enough, and I need to constantly keep reminding myself that, and not letting the unwanted feeling from birth keep chasing me.
Well, I think this is genuinely the first conversation that I've had since this challenge for you guys, where I don't feel even in the slightest that I need to say anything to you.
Nothing?
No.
For this challenge, what I'm looking to accomplish is to prove to myself exactly why I wanted to be on this show, and just to prove to myself that I'm good enough to do something like this and to be here, and that I'm a good enough human, and I'm worthy of good things.
Yep, stay there, don't move. Can you tilt your arm? Yeah, so it's a word over piercing eyes, powerful eyes, yep. These are really good, so.
When I found out that me and Danny were gonna be shooting it together, I tried so hard to hold in my excitement, because we're a team, so
Yeah.
secret team. We didn't want other people to know how excited we were to work together.
I was excited.
I was like, yes.
I knew you shoot so well, so. Yes.
We're gonna kill it.
We were really excited about the
Pairing.
the threesome that we are set up in.
Especially for Pride Month.
But I think in the overall fun, just to showcase our diversity and pride.
Really explode for Pride Month. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, we couldn't have asked for a better trio. So
Yeah, we're
we
really
have-
excited about it.
yeah, so we've got 3 different poses we're wanting to try out. Hopefully one of them's a winner. We'll see. First 2 are gonna be a little bit more seductive, sexy, and just kind of show playing the fact that even though I'm lesbian and we're non-binary, trans, we're still all a unit, and we could do something that's so hot.
So obviously, like we discussed,
Yeah.
looking to create, embracing the diversity between us two. So main thing, Man, woman, height is the huge thing here. So just, being a shorter male, embracing a taller female, just in like a gentle, intimate way, if that makes sense, yeah.
Welcome to Champ Challenge Round 2, Celebrate You Challenge results. We're gonna review all of your photos from the amazing Celebrate You Challenge and also the surprise photo shoot we did celebrating diversity. And we're gonna review in the order that you shot in the challenge. And we're gonna start with Haley Marie. So let's see Haley Marie's best shot.
Yes!
That's very
Okay, I'm so happy I wore that top. I love this so much.
This is so
Yeah,
cute.
it's like, I love.
I like the heart thing.
Talk to me, what do you?
So the first thing that comes to mind is just me staring at myself. Like it's me kind of like making that connection to myself of be brave, this is you, you're bold, confident, and just, I'm brave. So I love it.
It's an amazing shot.
I
That is so
love
good.
that. I feel it. I can see it in my face and see it in my eyes, just who I am.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great job. Great job. So good.
Keep us.
Next, Richard. So let's see Richard's best photo.
Okay.
So I love you went with the glitter on your champion where it highlights
The
highlights
word.
that. And I love the way you wrote timid on the mirror.
Yeah, same.
I think that adds another dimension to it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
I'm amazed, yeah. I didn't know it looked that good.
Okay.
It's a great shot. It's a great shot. You should be very proud. All right, Danny. Let's see your best shot.
Oh, that pose. Okay.
Yeah, it's the reaching, the constantly trying to search and find what's next for me. I'm proud. Obviously, I did it. I worked hard. It came out solid.
You came in with a vision with what you wanted and executed it.
Thank you.
Next, we have Haley. And tell us your 2 words that you chose.
So my first word being the insecurity or just kind of like baggage I've carried over my shoulders has been ladylike. You guys can expect all you want out of me seeing a pretty little lady, but at the end of the day, I'm still me and I'm not going to change for you. So my picture, very much so, is going to embody that and I will elaborate after we see.
Let's see Haley's best shot.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes.
I am giving you what you want, right? You want to see me be ladylike? You want to see me do what I do? Well, this is it. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be me, and that's not going anywhere. So I tried to represent that with a kiss on the neck, to still show, regardless of me looking like a lady, I'm not changing.
Let's move on to RJ. This is RJ's best photo.
Nice. That's a good one.
That hand placement is everything,
Yeah.
honestly.
What do you think, RJ?
I love it. With the idea behind my hand, it was kind of like, I don't want to be misunderstood anymore. So I want that out, and I want people to see, that I am visible, I am here, and especially with the non-binary community. It's always like there's a gender. And even with being non-binary, some people don't see it as a gender. And everyone always thinks it's a sex, you know, versus the gender. So I want that to be visible. I want people to know that there's more to just being a man and a woman. There's differences between that. So
What's it like seeing, you know, this is your first real photo shoot that you've done?
I feel like just in this first one, there was just a lot of internal growth. And just being visible is something that I didn't even know, like coming out and, you know, you identify with certain words that are told to you. And if those words aren't there, you don't know them. So like until someone said non-binary and told me what it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I wish I had that when I was younger. So having, you know, something like this and this experience to show the world, like having that representation and having someone that I needed when I was younger, maybe I could be that for somebody else.
I'm excited to see what my picture looks like.
Let's see Shalexis's best photo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
It's
weird.
really cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love it.
I didn't know
It's
if that was called or not, but I do like it. It's like brown. I'm attacking my problems. I got my stripes. Yeah, I already look stripes. For real, I did. Oh my goodness, I love it.
You tried so many different things. At one point, she was boxing, she was growling like a tiger. Job well done.
I'm proud of this shot. It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me say, fuck being a sheep. I'm a warrior.
Hey, let's go.
Great job, Shalexis.
Thank you.
And we are going to finish with Sil. Tell us what you chose for your 2 words.
Oh jeez. So my 2 words. So I'm adopted, and my word for the mirror was unwanted. It's like a word that has like not haunted me, but it's like followed me throughout life. Like just a nice little whisper that's always there with like relationships, with work. Just because from the get-go, you're just like given away or whatever. And so I've been doing a lot of work my whole life, like for 38 years, to like change that mindset. Because the mother and father that I have are phenomenal, and they obviously needed and wanted me. But for whatever reason, I've just really struggled with it my whole life. I've done a lot of work on it. And so it's a really big insecurity for me, because it creeps up at just the most stupid times. And so that was my word for the mirror. And through all the things that I've gone through in life, I really resonate with your misunderstood and visible words. Because I feel like that too, like going through all the changes throughout my life and the support that I've had, but like ultimately because of the feeling of not being wanted, I just want to feel good enough. And so my champion word is enough. So yeah, I'm excited to see what y'all picked.
Is that right? Yes.
Covered up my good.
You gotta feel the emotion behind that post.
It's an amazing shot. I love it. I truly love it. So we're going to move on to the group shots, the surprise part of this challenge. Danny and Shalexis, I'm excited for you to see your best shot.
So much fun. We were really stressed out.
That is so fucking good.
I love it. It's exactly what I had in mind.
Yeah.
Great job, both of you. Haley Marie and Richard, this is your best shot.
Oh my god, look at us. Richard!
First time I thought those were Richard's legs.
Yeah.
last shot that you guys had. This was number
it was,
10,
yeah.
so stunning. And our final shot is our trio. Haley, RJ, and Sil.
Oh my god.
You guys
Alright.
ready to see your first shot?
Yes.
Let it rip.
Okay.
Little pool play date. So obviously, with it being Pride Month, and we have a trans man, we have non-binary, we have lesbian, it was really awesome for us to be able to utilize that to our advantage. We can still have fun, we can still embody that like inner child and that innocence, and just run with it.
And you know, we were talking like we see like a pride photo, and here it is. You
That
know,
is screaming.
Diversity.
diversity
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Challenge winner will have the power to knock out the first person in this competition officially. And the rest of you will be up for elimination. The challenge winner, Champ Challenge Round 2, Celebrate You, is Haley Marie.
So deserved.
I'm happy.
How far came?
That's funny.
So happy. We love you. We love you.
Tyler Banks will be now.
It reminds me of my journey because I was just telling Chris, hitting 6 foot at 16 years old as a female is tough. The way people treat you, the way people look at you. You can be beautiful all day. But height, it's either people are intimidated by it or they embrace it. You know, it's one or the other. So it's been tough, but I'm happy that I've gotten to that point of just not caring I am who I am and I stand tall. And everyone
So happy for you, so proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Alright, cheers, you're done.
For now.
Good.
For now.
So Haley Marie, you have a lot of power and an important decision to make coming up. So we are going to give you all some time, and when I bring you back in, it'll be time to vote.
I feel like this is somewhere I need to be right now to challenge me, and like I've said before, bring me outside my comfort zone. Huge thing. And I feel like I can tell now winning this challenge it is challenging me in a positive way, because you don't know really if it's going to be negative, positive. So I'm feeling really good. Like, this is my element. This is me, and this is who I am.
I'm proud
of everybody.
Like,
I'm proud of
everybody killed that shit in their own way.
Yeah, I'm very proud of everybody. Yeah.
I was so excited to hear the stories behind all the words, and like no story disappointed.
No.
And I feel like we all know a little bit more about each other,
Yes.
just in like
a personal
1 minute each of like explaining.
We should have started with that day one. Maybe.
The vulnerability that we all just like put out there after like the first shoot too.
Mhm.
I was saying
Yeah.
vulnerable. That's a
Yeah.
huge thing right there. I agree. Genuine and vulnerable.
I don't know. I think it's weird. Like, you're in a competition, and normally everyone's like, "I want you to fail so I can succeed." But like, all of us the entire time are like, "Go on!"
Yeah.
Like, I think that really embodies like who our cast is as a collective.
Just
as well this
cheerleaders.
season, like season
Yeah,
3.
supportive.
That's what makes it hard.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that might,
I know.
it might make it difficult, but at the end of the day, like that makes this experience so much better and so much more worth it. And just like, it's just like it's for a reason, regardless when I lose.
Yeah.
It's really awesome
No matter
to
what
do
happens,
this.
Yeah, we're all here for a reason.
Yeah.
So shots to that.
Cheers to challenge and elimination.
It's like this boring. Long cheers, long cheers. All right, and let's
Cheers!
Next week on Champ Phoenix.
the person I am choosing to knock out. You want to see more from your favorite Haleys on Champ Series Season 3?
Make sure you follow all the behind the scenes content on Instagram and YouTube. I guess we'll see you there.